Incomindios gibt es seit 1975. Fast mit den ersten indigenen Delegierten, die nach Genf kamen, hat sich Incomindios gegründet. Incomindios setzt sich seither für die Rechte der indigenen Völker ein, unterstützt sie, damit sie an der UNO ihre Rechte einfordern können und unterstützt sie ebenfalls darin, dass sie selbst über ihre Ordnung, ihre Wirtschaftsform, ihre Kultur, ihre Sprache bestimmen können. Seit 2003 hat Incomindios ebenfalls den ECOSOC-Status an der UNO.
At the outset, let me express sincerely my appreciation to the kind of support that you are providing. I think it's very important and it's essential, especially in the participation of indigenous peoples to this very important mechanism. As you know, majority of us do not have the means to come to Geneva to attend such important meetings that makes a lot of difference, or that deals with our daily lives.
I appreciate the assistance of Incomindios, and I request more support of Incomindios so that I can attend different meetings of the UN.
We think and thank immensely Incomindios for their support, for helping to facilitate the participation of indigenous people in the UN meeting. And I think this work of Incomindios is very important for the advancement of the right of indigenous people in decision making. And I think also that we can collaborate further for the enhancement of the human rights situation of indigenous people in all over the world and in Africa in particular. So we need the support of Incomindios to help us implement the United Nations Declaration on the Right of the indigenous people.
So I'm here most of the time on my own, budget my own funding, so sometimes very limited. So I'm very happy this time getting accommodation reservation with the help of Incomindios, and that they also help us with a breakfast, and sometimes in the evening we didn't have dinner and we go there, we have something to eat. And we really appreciate your help, and because going to the meeting starting morning and late evening, we even have more global caucus. Sometimes several days I didn't have lunch, no time.
Yo veía hace mucho tiempo la revista de Incomindios y si pudieran hacerla en español podría ser una buena recomendación. Eso es lo único, lo demás todo está bien.
En segundo lugar, yo quiero agradecer a Incomindios por haberme dado una hospitalidad importante acá en Suiza. Gracias también a lindas chicas, señoritas voluntarias de Incomindios que nos ha dado su gran hospitalidad. Espero que en el futuro Incomindios pueda colaborar más, buscando más fondos, buscando más iniciativas, proyectos para seguir apoyando no solamente a los indígenas de la selva peruana, sino indígenas de todo el mundo.
Es auch sehr wichtig von vielen indigenen Vertretern, die großzügige Arbeit von Incomindios jedes Jahr, also technisches Sekretariat und auch die vollumfängliche Unterstützung.
My recommendation is, first, if you can expand to more, then that would really be helpful, and also to help in the preparation of the delegates that you are funding, so that they don't come here like lost souls. Because the expert mechanism really focuses on studies, on thematic studies. It's not about hearing on the particular human rights cases in every country, but rather a very focused discussion. And I think a lot of indigenous peoples have very invaluable contributions to the thematic studies. They provide the substance, the meat. And if indigenous participants can really prepare then the more the mechanism will be effective and comprehensive in meeting its mandate. And of course, to continue also providing the logistics and technical assistance.
Now, what's important to know also is that was my path, but along with me were other people that were important in the journey. And Incomindios from day one was one of those people as an organization, because they came forward right away, very willingly, to support our elders, to make sure that things were okay from a European perspective in terms of a support group. So I have a long, fond memory of Incomindios all the way through till this day as we stand here at the United Nations, that Incomindios has been very, very helpful in a number of ways. First of all, for example, just supporting us on the floor of the UN, supporting us in other ways. For example, for delegates, important delegates who cannot come here, they might fundraise for them and make sure they're here and they're taken care of once they're here and so on. That kind of support was not only critically important but essential for us to secure a voice at the United Nations. They have been able to assist many, many people over the years as I've been coming here to secure all of those successes, I'll call them. The declaration, getting the ILO Convention amended in 1989, getting the OAS to begin to do a similar declaration on the rights of indigenous peoples. All of this international activity is now, upon reflection, been really a series of successes. And I say a large tribute to that goes to Incomindios. I think that you cannot rest your laurels on success. We have to continue the efforts. And in the continuing of the efforts, we for example, want to establish a good path of hope for our young people going into the future. The important thing is we need to work together in the future. That's where the ongoing work is going to be essential for Incomindios to help us, because we need to engage, for example, in my case, not only the Canadian public, we need to engage the international public in this work. The value of that work will continue to be needed in the future.
Die Arbeit von Incomindios wird hauptsächlich über Spenden finanziert. Und wir danken an dieser Stelle allen Spendern herzlich für ihre bisherigen Beiträge, die sehr wichtig sind für unsere Arbeit, und sind auch weiterhin auf jede Spende angewiesen. Und hier sind Sie gefragt. Wir freuen uns auf jeden neuen Spender, und wer sich interessiert für den Incomindios kann gerne auf unserer Homepage weitere Informationen erhalten oder auch ein E-Mail an uns schicken, die wir dann gerne